Hello and welcome to BizWatch News in 5 minutes, where we bring you Nigeria's latest business and economic news stories. My name is Oluwatoyin Akonde, and here are the top news stories as the week winds down. The headlines: Dangote Refinery launches full-scale petrol and diesel distribution by August 15. Nigeria plans 7 trillion naira borrowing drive to bridge 2025 budget shortfall. Nigeria's inflation rate drops to 22.97% in May, signaling continued price stability. Federal High Court grants Emefiele 2 billion naira bail under strict conditions. Israel-Iran war leaves over 600 dead as direct confrontation enters 6th day. And now, the news in details. In a strategic move set to reshape the Nigerian energy landscape, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery has revealed plans to commence full-scale distribution of petrol and diesel across the country beginning August 15, 2025. This development marks a significant milestone in Nigeria's downstream sector as the Lagos-based $20 billion refinery gets set to roll out 4,000 new compressed natural gas (CNG-powered tankers. The move is aimed at accelerating fuel supply nationwide and addressing the logistical challenges that have long plagued product distribution. According to a statement issued, the fuel supply initiative is open to a wide range of industry players, including independent and major marketers, petrol station operators, manufacturers, telecom companies, aviation businesses, and other large volume fuel consumers. Nigeria is set to intensify its borrowing in the second half of 2025, targeting a fresh 7 trillion naira in the debt market to bridge the widening fiscal gap, according to a mid-year financial report. The nation's overall public debt has soared to nearly 50% of its gross domestic product, reigniting concerns around the sustainability of its debt profile. The federal government's borrowing appetite will remain strong as actual revenues lag behind projections, driven primarily by suboptimal crude oil performance. Despite the removal of fuel subsidies, which has helped cushion fiscal pressure, Nigeria's revenue base has suffered due to falling crude oil prices and underperformance in production. Government income, heavily reliant on oil exports, remains volatile, worsened by loan repayments linked to oil collateral and global market uncertainties. Nigeria's inflation rate saw a second consecutive monthly decline in May, settling at 22.97% according to the latest Consumer Price Index reports released by the National Bureau of Statistics. The data unveiled on Monday indicates a 74 basis point reduction from April's inflation figure of 23.71% year-on-year. On a monthly basis, consumer price growth also slowed, easing to 1.53% from the 1.86% recorded in April. In the food sector, inflation saw a modest decline, with year-on-year rates dipping by 12 basis points to 21.14% in May, compared to 21.26% in April. However, month-on-month food inflation edged up slightly to 2.19%, influenced by rising prices in key food items such as yam, cassava tuber, maize flour, fresh pepper, and sweet potatoes. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has approved bail in the sum of 2 billion naira for former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele, who is facing an 8-count criminal charge related to financial misconduct and unlawful acquisition of property. The charges, as filed by federal prosecutors, accuse Emefiele of orchestrating financial misappropriation through the diversion of public funds via proxy accounts and illicitly acquiring a luxury residential estate comprising 753 units. Justice Alilu Yusuf, who presided over the proceedings, acknowledged that Emefiele had been granted bail in 3 prior criminal cases and noted that the absence of any evidence that the former Apex Bank chief had violated prior bail terms. Consequently, the judge ruled in favor of granting bail, attaching stringent conditions. And on the global scene, the Israel-Iran conflict entered its sixth day on Tuesday, with both countries sustaining significant casualties following waves of missile strikes, drone attacks, and aerial bombardments in one of the region's most dangerous escalations in decades. The war, triggered by Israel's preemptive strike on Iranian nuclear and military facilities on Friday, June 13th, has since spiraled into a direct confrontation, with Iran retaliating with ballistic missiles and drones targeting major Israeli cities. The conflict began with the launch of Operation Rising Lion, a coordinated Israeli assault on Iranian military and nuclear infrastructure. Israeli jets, accompanied by drones, struck Iran's Natanz and Fordo nuclear enrichment facilities, missile factories, military airbases, and strategic command centers in Tehran and Isfahan. And that's all we have for the week on BizWatch News in 5 minutes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on Nigeria's latest business and economic news. My name is Oluwatoyin Akonde, and I'll see you next week.